Alright, so I'm back again with an existential crisis. Or should I say, more like recently I realized something, and this makes me question every digital footprints I leave here, not just here but online. I'm talking about privacy, and not just digital privacy, privacy in all levels. This is going to be the first video of me from a cyber security perspective, from someone who's learning it. And I've put over 100 hours in it. So I do understand the basics and I can capture the flags now. What I want to say is the question I want to ask: does privacy exist anymore? Does it? That is my question. Because, you know, I'll have to admit it. I can lie straight to the face and tell you, yes, it does. Privacy exists. Let's start with the digital layer, because that's where most of the people, spend lots of their time. Think about it. You think, like, you use the internet, so there are two options. Either you connect to the mobile data plan, the network, or to your Wi-Fi. If you connect to the network, your data goes straight to your internet service provider, also known as ISP. And guess who's the ISP? That's right, the company that owns your data. They own it. They know everything that travels through your data. Same for Wi-Fi. Your internet service provider, it could be the government or some individual business, whoever that is, that company owns everything about you. They know everything, and they know more about you than you know yourself more. If that sounds a bit buzzing, I'll tell you, they know more about you than you know about yourself, because they have more data about you from your internet activity. Now there's something I want to clarify, and I want to say, yes, this could ruin my reputation, because in the cybersecurity industry, what I see is you fake and you pretend. You like, even though you literally understand that digital privacy is now a myth, you'll be like, nah, that is not true. This service, this internet, this, that provides you privacy. Bullshit. Okay. For a minute, we agree with you that, okay, with someone who says privacy exists, okay, it does. Now, here's the thing. Mr. Lane, how are you gonna protect yourself if your encryption, you forget about all the terms, just think like when the data comes in and gets out, they know it, right? You can't hide that one. If they do a little bit of tweaking, forget about the tweaking part, we're gonna go more deeper on that. But for now, let's just stick to the VPN part I was talking about. You would hear the term VPN, and what they claim, oh, if you use the VPN, your data is encrypted. Sure, it is. I understand. Now explain to me, how encrypted is it? Is it unbreakable, untraceable? We're talking real data. How are you gonna make it untraceable? It's not. So it has to go somewhere, right? And where does it go? Guess what? I don't know if you read the terms and conditions these VPN providers provide you with, the 400-page long terms and conditions intentionally written, and somewhere, just somewhere on those pages, there are a few lines of words, so small and so thick, so thin that you don't see them. And guess what's written there? We value your privacy. Yes, I know. And then the next thing, your data comes to us. So they're telling you that, hey, listen, we understand we are protecting you through encryption, but remember, your data travels back to our data centers. Do you see where it's going? If they set up, which they obviously can, and no one's stopping them. If they think, we want to see what our users are doing, which they would obviously do, because do you think providing you a VPN subscription for 100, $200 a year is cheap? Like, it's not, I'm telling you. So they have to profit in some other ways, right? Guess what? I'm not telling you that they do this, which they can, but you must be warned. They have full control over your data. What you are doing, they can see it. Yes, they can, because the data travels back to their data centers. So they know exactly, packets by packets, bytes by bytes, bits by bits, what you are doing. And if they want to, they can just expose you, literally. And that's how it works. Think about how some VPN providers comply with the government secretly, or how the law enforcement, when under official clarifications that and clearance that this is the man we want to know about, guess how they find out everything? How? So, and you might be thinking, well, yes, the VPN providers know about me, but my country, my government, and the other organizations like the CIA, MI6, Mossad, or they don't know about me. Wrong. You're terribly wrong. Guess why? Because, like, think about it. What's the point? Why do they even need to ask a VPN provider when they can just get it themselves? You don't get it, right? Let's go more deeper on that, then I will break it down. So let's say, okay, I get it. No VPNs, no internet, and when I use the Wi-Fi, the internet, like not the data plan, I will use only the Tor browser. Are you serious? Like, come on. You must be joking, right? Do you know who developed the Tor project? Do you wanna hear it out? Because if you do, you will be shocked. And if you know, you know. The US Navy developed the program. That's right. The US Navy developed the Tor project. It was under the commission of DARPA, DARPA. Just know what that abbreviation means. And let me remind you something. Who built the internet? The US Navy. For whom? For them. And that project was commissioned by, I might be wrong, but just search ARPANET, ARPANET. Learn about these programs. So why do they have to do such hard works when they are literally controlling the nodes? For example, a Tor browser needs at least 3 independent computers that would pass your data through those. They're called nodes. Now think about it. If the government or the Secret Service decides to put decoys, their own nodes, as volunteers, and your data passes right through one of those devices the decoys have set up, you're cooked. You are done and dusted. What's the point? They don't even need to do all of that. What they can do instead is that they have so much resources, and by resources I mean money, power, and connections. They have so much resources, money, that they bought every single digital fiber cables they could. I'm not joking. And once your digital fiber cables are under control of them, the data centers are in control of theirs. Do you really believe privacy is possible anymore? How can you? When every single data of yours goes right through their systems, how do you trust them? When you already have seen that they don't give two shit about your privacy. What they care is your data. Because data means everything to them. Everything. I haven't even explored the basic layers, like there are exposed companies who would sign you up for, like, we don't sell your data, and they're then being caught to be selling your data. That's right. Let's just forget about the part. Also, one more thing, that is, whatever you type on the internet, it's on the internet forever. You think you just sent a WhatsApp message and you're like, I want to delete it because I want to look cool, like, oh, I deleted the message, so it's now gone. Yes, it's gone from your device, it's gone from your account, it's gone from your cloud, that's right. But it has to go somewhere, right? You just can't delete it and it's like vanishing in the air. Data is not magic, it doesn't work like that. It has to pass through 7 layers, you know? So it has to go through somewhere. And where does it go? Back to the service you are using, packed as deleted data. That doesn't mean the data is gone. It is just tagged, tagged as data deleted. And guess what? Do you think they respect your privacy? Cool, if you do. I'm not even making a political words here. What I'm saying is purely from my understanding of what I understand that digital privacy is a myth. Okay, you might say Telegram is safe, right? How is it? The data goes straight to them, and if you haven't seen the Telegram drama where their founder Paul Durov was arrested by the French government, where they demanded the handover of their keys. These are called API keys, so they can access the data, and which he was forced to. That's at least what the public knows. So you get the point. Since then, Telegram is gone. And even if Telegram was secure, I don't think so. Like, what's the point of using a secure messenger? Now let's get straight to the hardware level, and this will make you scared if you're still around watching it. So the phone I'm recording right now, it knows exactly who I am, what I do, when I wake up, when I sleep, everything about me, and things I don't even know about myself. Now you think, okay, so what do I do with the phone? Listen, your phone does not work on software level only. It has hardware components. And hardware such as this camera I'm recording right now, yeah, this one. It is recording everything about me, even when I don't permit it. That's how they work. You would see people taping their cameras like this so that you don't see, like, if it's taped, you see nothing, right? People do this. But then you have the microphone that also listens to you without your permission. You don't believe me? Alright, turn your microphone on and just talk something, the everyday or whatever thing you have. Guess what? You would see the exact ad targeted towards you, or the exact YouTube video that you think you need, but you don't. It's the algorithm doing the work behind, based on what info they have about you. They create a digital slave profile. I know people would say, now you're talking too much dystopian stuff. It is real. Prove me wrong. If you can prove me wrong, and once I research you and I see, yes, I'm wrong, I need to learn this. I'm not saying like I'm the genius. 100 hours of cybersecurity doesn't make you a genius. But I've also spent hours on offensive hacking, not even ethical. You know, stuff you learn just to be a hacker, a real hacker, involving real serious risk and deals. So let me share you my story. You will understand. In 2022, I used to work under a shady secret society, a secret organization. Most of the people know its name right now, so I wouldn't say it. A digital organization, and I was in top charge of it. Although, no offense, I'm not taking any blames, okay? I'm just saying this for educational purposes to clarify you about what digital privacy actually means. So my sector was PayPal. I was in control of watching all the PayPal accounts getting hacked in minutes or seconds. Heck, it was automated with technologies you wouldn't even know existed in 2022. Some high ultra quality AI technologies that cost $20,000 and even more for the script to run continuously on a virtual machine all time, whatever. And what I saw from PayPal scared me. That organization was hacking 3 million PayPal accounts every single day. 3 million, is it? Nah, not 3 million. Well, you know what? No. Let me remember the exact number. At least they had 10,000 PayPal accounts supplied every single day. They were buying them from the dark web. And the worst part, most of those people didn't even hand their data to those hackers. So how did the hackers gain access? How did I gain access to someone else's account? I was cracking or hacking, you can say. Because the disturbing devs, the developers of PayPal, someone inside the PayPal was selling all of it. I repeat, all of it. No, a reminder, this is an educational thing I'm saying. So don't sue me or don't blame me. I regret what I did back then, and since then I stopped. I haven't caused any big troubles or damages to people, so I'm not a criminal or anything, just a curious cybersecurity guy. Wanted to be a cool real hacker, so he used to hack real stuffs for fun and for exploration and for the thrill, nothing more. Okay, I'm not a cyber terrorist or something. Now you get the point. So who do you trust? Trust no one? You can't. Even if you want to operate Google or YouTube, you have to sign their digital agreements that I agree, and they would hand you over a big amount of clauses, conditions, terms, and services that you never bother to read because it's too long. When they could have just made a couple of few points like, hey, we're taking your data with your permission and stuff like that. But they don't give two shit about you. They just want to take all your data, and when you're like, nah, what did you take them? And they be like, oh, well, you know what? You gave us permission. We didn't take your data. You gave them to us. Really, you take the blame because you can't sue them back. It's true. You signed the data, the digital agreement. You see, in other words, we're all a digital slave. Even me. I'm not saying I'm an exceptional one just because I know the insides and the hack part. No. Even me, I'm a digital slave. It's so brutal to say. That's the truth. Okay. I've talked for 24 minutes and more only about the problems and challenging whether digital privacy actually exists or not. Which I want to conclude is digital privacy doesn't exist, and because it doesn't exist digitally, so it doesn't exist physically as well. because they can use the proximity data from your phone right away to exactly pinpoint where you are right now, doing what, when, how, and why. Do you see it? Every single thing about you now belongs to them. You think 1984 was just a book? Oh, think again. Think again. It's the reality we are living right now. So what's the solution? To be honest, I don't see much solutions other than the fact that you have to use no phone. Like literally, so how do I contact? There is a solution, I don't know if it works. I'm not quite sure, I've never tried it out. I've heard it's something called burner phones, but I don't believe it. At the end of the day, the data has to travel somewhere, to the satellite. And whoever owns that satellite owns your data. So if it's not a burner phone, then what? You know what? The best way to protect yourself digitally is not to be digitalized. That's the thing. Don't share anything, and I repeat, anything with the internet. Never. And AI just made everything worse. It now literally is leading us to a dystopian world. The AI, they can track, count, mark, and put you like, this is the man, this is his category. They can categorize humans as well based on the data they have up to the point. Scary, right? The best way, don't share anything, don't use your phone if you can, which sounds like a suicide in this modern world, but guess what? If you can use your phone, like if you can live your life without using a phone, that's the best thing. Go off grid. I know it sounds magical, but it's not. The journey is going to be tough. It is meant to be tough. It is supposed to be tough. And you have to go to the mountains probably just to get rid of all this data and towers. The data towers, the internet towers, they also can send frequencies to track you, to get your data. So the best thing, just live your life the old way, the Amish way. I'm not quite sure if the Amish uses phone or something, but you get the point. That's the only thing, that's the only way to protect yourself, your privacy. Otherwise, you're cooked. The government, the organizations, the businesses owns you. They own you. You are nothing. And so am I. Till now. And the worst part, yes, we are handing our own data to them, knowing everything exactly they told us. This is a wake-up call. If you understand why I don't make videos regularly like I used to, I've thought about it quite a lot. How would life be if I can live for many days without the internet, the phone, the digitalized world? I'll think about it. Till then, what I just told you, think about it. If you have a challenge, if you want to challenge me, do it. I want to learn more from you. No ego, no pride. Good luck. Data, privacy, gone.